Hey guys, so I'm sure by now you've seen in my other videos that I'm using an acoustic bass drum to trigger my electronic kick. Pretty much it's really easy to do. If you've ever thought about doing something like converting a kick drum to get a better feel, it is worth it. You should just do it, because it's so inexpensive and it feels so much better than anything that's going to come with your kit. All I've got here is a 20-inch used sound percussion bass drum. It's just an acoustic bass drum, and I chose to get a brand new Remo Ambassador coated front head, and I sanded off the logo. And all you need to do that is just some sandpaper light sanding, and the logo will come off. And I put a Pro logo on there. The bass drum was $50. That head was $32, and this. You're going to want to put a mesh head on the batter. This is a Remo Silent stroke mesh head. Remo's a really good company in general, but they are also the company that makes Roland's mesh heads. So it feels really good. You're going to want to get a bass drum patch, just like you would any acoustic bass drum. And I chose to stuff it with 4 pillows. And what that's going to do is, well, obviously it'll deaden the sound, but it'll also help with the feel behind the front head. So when you're kicking, it'll punch back a little bit, just like more similar to how a regular bass drum head would feel. And it feels really good, honestly. You're just going to want to stuff the bass drum with a whole bunch of pillows. The trigger that I'm using is Aquarian KickZone, and that's actually $26 right now. And that just sticks onto the mesh head, and it sticks fine. I just use tape because I want to take extra precautions. I've been playing on it a whole bunch and it hasn't moved. And then the other part just sticks onto the rim and you plug it in just like any other kick trigger. So all in all, that's it. That's the project done. An acoustic bass drum, fill it with pillows, get a Remo Silent stroke head. I recommend the KickZone trigger, but you can get any trigger, will work fine. Just because I wanted it to be as affordable as possible. The only precaution that I would say to take is you're going to want to measure the post to post in the front of your rack. This is a 20-inch bass drum, and I thought that I was going to have so much space, but once you have the rim on there, it adds an inch, so that's 21 inches, and you can see how much the legs stick out, and depending on where you have your bass drum spaced in between your rack, if it's front, if it's far forward or near the front more, those legs might become an issue. So with the leg width added to the bass drum, it's about 24 inches wide, and this is a 20-inch bass drum, so you might want to look at an 18 or a 20 depending on how much space you have. So that's the only thing. So yeah, if you're thinking about doing something like this, I definitely recommend it. It feels amazing.